Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 6 of the Get a Clue podcast. I'm Deiondre Boychuk, and I'm here with my co-host Chase Arnold. We're out here in the Chin of Saskatchewan, residing from Humming, Regina. Chase is in Craven. So Chase, what do you want to let them know that we're going to be talking about today?
Today we're going to do something a little bit different, something that we're probably only going to do once a month, maybe twice, once we get closer to draft season, because today we're going to do a mock draft of the lottery teams. Um, no simulation of the lottery, it's just going to be from last to 16th. Um, and yeah, after that we might get a little blind ranking as well, but for now we're just going to start off with this mock draft. It's going to be a collective. We're going to be co-GMs on these teams, and we're
Hmm.
going to make a collective decision. So if we disagree, we'll have to talk the other person into whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, no, exactly. Kind of being like got our own franchise here, and we got to put everything in order. We own each franchise, kind of thing. So, Chase, do you want to kind of talk about our football predictions that we made at all?
yeah. So I don't know if you remember, but in episode 3 or 4, we made some football predictions. They're looking okay. I did pretty good in that first round. I actually got them all right, I think. Pretty sure. And then you got a couple wrong. I think
I
you
don't
had,
even remember my
I can't
predictions.
remember exactly either. But in round 2, I actually got the Bills wrong. They lost to the Broncos in a controversy, which I'm sure everyone's heard about. And I don't know if it was a catch or not, but we won't get into it. We're talking about hockey, right? So, but,
Wait,
but
what was the whole ordeal? Because I didn't see the actual video of the play, but heard what happened. If you could just give me a quick like 1 minute clip note.
Brandon Cooks when Josh Allen threw the ball up, Brandon Cooks went up, caught it, went down, hit the ground, but then it was kind of like an arm battle. So then the DB ended up actually getting the ball, and it was
Mm,
interception. But it was close. I mean, I don't know if it was the right call. I'm not a rule aficionado, but but yeah, I was pretty. I wanted to see Josh Allen get one this year, so I was pretty bummed about that. But
yeah, that's fair. I think I had, if anything, I remember from my predictions, I think I had the Rams going all the way.
mm, still
I don't.
alive.
They're still alive. They got the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, that'll be a
And
battle.
this all my buddies that have kind of been asking around the gym and stuff. This has been their team, the Seattle Seahawks. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to say about the conference championships other than I think if I had to run with my predictions now, I think I would change and go Patriots winning it all.
Yeah,
Just kind of from what I've been hearing, I'm just gonna hop on the bandwagon. I don't know.
yeah, they've been
Uh,
so good.
and the Broncos, I mean, they got it tough now, no Bo Nix. So
That's tough.
yeah, I don't know what to think about the other battle, like the Rams and Seahawks. I think it could be an offensive
Yeah, they've played a
battle,
couple times this
but
year. Both times were close. So
and doesn't the Seahawks have a really good defense too?
yeah, their defense
Yeah,
is.
so that'll be tough.
But yeah, and then congratulations to Indiana, Fernando Mendoza with the college football playoffs winning. Uh, that was pretty cool to see. I'm pretty happy for him. He seems like the
Such a nice
nicest
guy.
guy on the planet. So, and their coach is just an absolute dog. So,
And he kind of slots himself in with those legends that have won a Heisman and an Addy.
yeah,
So that's pretty
future
cool.
first
And when I
overall.
didn't know James Winston did it.
Hmm.
Shout out him.
Shout out JMO, Giants legend. All right, yeah. So we can probably just hop right into it here.
Yep.
I'm just gonna get over there. So Vancouver is sitting with the number one overall pick right now. I want to hear
Hmm.
what you think we would do here. I think there's an obvious top kind of 3, 4 guys that we could see going here, probably three, but what is your thoughts here?
Yeah, the first thought that comes to mind, just that it's Vancouver, is this wouldn't be my personal choice here. This is just the first thing that comes to head would be Iver Stenberg, just because of the city and that Swedish connection when they had the high pick before. I think that might be somewhere Vancouver's realistically leaning if they get this pick, especially how scouted they have it in the SHL out of their organization. But I think Gavin McKenna would probably be my pick here. I think this rounds out their prospect pool pretty well, especially grabbing Bouillon and Rossi and Ogren in that um, trade for Quinn Hughes. I think that kind of just rounds it out. And I think Gavin McKenna is probably the best prospect in this class. I think he got a lot of hate in the World Juniors. I think his defensive game. I think there is obviously things that need to get ironed out, but just top end skill. I think he's kind of the guy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it comes down to a forward here. I do like Keaton Verhoff, but I don't think they're looking for a defenseman. I mean, I think they just need more talent. I think they need like a number one player on their forward group, and yeah, I think for me it would it's so tight because I could see either of them going here, but yeah, I'm probably leaning McKenna too. The Canadian connection. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I just think it makes sense. I still think he's the most skilled player there. So you're good with
Should we
that?
slot him in? Yeah.
Winnipeg.
Now this one, this is where it gets tricky because I mean, like they don't have a whole lot in their prospect pool. Like they got like a Braden Yeager and Brad Lambert. I don't know if I'm missing anybody that's too big out to the gate, but yeah, I'd like to hear your initial thoughts on this team because this isn't where I expected them to end up this season.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising. I think that I think that they're always a team that's kind of tough to draft for. I feel like they're pretty unpredictable in their process that they go for. Sometimes they get more NHL ready guys, but when you're sitting at number two, I think you're kind of set in stone on taking who you think is the second best player. Um, I mean, for us, that's probably Stenberg. I do want to mention this is a little bit of prediction, a little bit of what we would do. As much as we are
Mhm.
co-GMs, I think like what we would do is would be a lot different than what we think teams would do. So it's a mix of both. Um, I think Stenberg would be the pick here. I just think he's a safe
Yeah,
in Verhoff.
I agree too. I think they probably go Stenberg, especially just because of the lack of high end talent in their prospect pool. I think they just like Stenberg's looking like he's going to end up being a stud. He's almost a point a game in the SHL.
Yeah.
And then following up with St. Louis here, I think they're going to go Keaton Verhoff here. I like the. I think kind of the two best defensemen of this class have kind of emerged as Carells and Verhoff now. I think just the NHL is at such a lack of right-handed defensemen right now, especially young up-and-coming right-handed defenseman. Verhoff kind of takes the edge there. He's a little bit bigger and a little bit more mature, but the, I think you're getting a great option in both. In that Czechia game, the semifinal game, Verhoff and Karels were paired up, and I thought they were the best defensemen together,
Yeah.
or that pairing was the best pair for Canada. So, yeah, I think um, with it being Chicago's pick here, I could see them leaning more on Carell's, just kind of that left-handed shot. But I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I think Chicago's in a weird spot because I think they need a forward. Like I
Hmm.
kind of don't mind their def. I know they've shipped a couple prospects and whatnot, but I think they
I,
are in a spot where they kind of need more offensive power to play with Bedard and eventually Anton Frundell. Um,
what do you think about what do you think about Caleb Malhotra?
he's been a big riser. Hey, he's someone that guys are really raving about, and I'm into that. I thought I was really big on Lawrence for a long
Oh,
time. He's really struggled in his first 5 games in college or when he transferred there.
mhm.
Um, he's got 0 points in 5 games with what team did he go to again? Boston.
Boston University.
Yeah. So I think he could fall a little bit. So I'm cool with Malhotra here. I think for me it's a forward. I think they need this is a defensive stacked class, but I think taking a center makes a lot of sense for them.
Yeah, I just yeah, I could see it going Malhotra. I could also, I mean, this will probably change a lot. Like we said, come towards draft time, like a couple even a week ago, I probably would have said it would have been Tynan Lawrence here too.
Yeah.
But I could also see this going Vigio Bork
Yeah,
as
for
well. I
sure.
don't think he's going to go that high. I think he did put his name into consideration though at the World Juniors. He played great, but I don't mind Caleb Malhotra here. He's played great for Brantford, one of the best teams in the CHL this year, so that is helping. But I wouldn't mind this for Chicago.
Yeah, I'm just looking for him right now at the moment. He
I was looking at the players you were scrolling through here. It seems like the this thing
yeah,
has just got a little bit weird.
it's out of date a little bit, I think, but
Yeah.
I mean the main guys are still at the top. But here he is. Okay. Yeah, big riser there. All the way down at 50 or whatever. Yeah, I think I agree with my whole I think Bjork makes some sense too. Just thinking about what Chicago's done in the past, I don't think they would take that skilled winger kind of in the same light as Demidov or Tej or whatever, right? So I do think that they would take a center there, and I could see it being Lawrence or Malhotra. I think those are the two first centers off the board.
hmm
We got Calgary up next. Where are you going with this?
I mean, this could go a couple different. I could see them going Tyne and Lawrence here. I could also see them going somewhere like. I'm just kind of looking at the board. I don't think Rubrick's going to go that high. He has shot up the draft rankings a lot though at the start of the year. He kind of
Yeah.
started off slow. He was well under a point per game, and the last little bit down there, he's turned it up. So I could see them going that direction too. With Preston, he also your things highlighted on right now. He kind of draws some eyebrows, but yeah, I'm not too sure. I kind of like um yeah. I'm probably gonna go Tyne and Lawrence here. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
for now.
I agree. I think this could be a defenseman, but again, a team that just needs more scoring talent. I think you can find good defensemen down the board, and they do have a couple good defenseman prospects. So I do think it is a forward, and I think Lawrence is probably the just the best one available right now.
Yeah, I agree. I could also see them possibly going Albert Smiths here, but
Hmm.
time will tell still.
Yeah, it is a stacked defenseman class. I think this
For
defense
sure.
is going to go down as one of the best in a long time.
I agree.
New York, big seller. Um, they're a tough one. They're a team that's kind of weird to me because they were a good team that jumped in the lottery, got a high pick. 2 years in a row, they got a good pick, and then they kind of just fell off, and now they're this weird dumpster fire, trading Panarin, trading Trocheck. Zibanejad might be gone. Like it's really bad over there. So I think you're swinging for some upside here. I don't mind the idea of Vigio Bork here.
hmm Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, you just at this point you kind of just got to take to rebuild for the future. I think too, a possible way that they go here might be Corrals, just because to add something on that left-handed or that left side of the defensive core, you kind of got Fox, Schneider, and I think that's kind of your top two right-handed defensemen on that team. But they don't got a whole lot of great left-handed D-men, so I could see them going that way. But I like Bjork too. I think you could see it going either way here.
I was also going to give a shout to your guy Belchitz as well as an option.
Yeah, he's. I've just kind of been refraining from saying him just because I feel like I've been high on him for a long time. I've been talking about him for a long time. Um, yeah, I could see him going to New York. I feel like they. I don't know. I just kind of feel like that I could see them going Corrales here more so than anything. Like just kind of add another defenseman on the back. That they've taken a lot of good offensive
Yeah,
prospect talents high the last few years. I
I
could see
like
them
that.
going defense this year.
Yeah, I'm really high on him, so I like that here for New York at pick 6. Pick 7, Nashville. Where are you leaning here?
Nashville, they're that's another tricky one because you get Brady Martin out of the draft last year. Um, it kind of depends. Are they going to sell the farm after this year and kind of go full rebuild? Like, are they looking for somebody that they want to create that 1-2 punch? Do they want to get somebody for that back end to really kind of accelerate that? I think it's going to depend on the direction this team decides they want to go next year, if that makes sense. But I could see them going Belchets here, possibly. Kind of a bigger banging kind of player. But I could also see them going somewhere like a Ryan Lynn, who's been just a super good puck moving defenseman this year. I could see them probably leaning more so on Lynn a little bit than Belchet's. It's probably a little bit of a safer pick at the for right now, anyways.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me this would be Lynn. I think you're looking for that D man that can replace what Roman Yossi used to do. He's had a really big falling off this year. Um, so yeah, I think Lynn is the guy that they would want. I think they're looking for a big time D man, and I think he could be a number one guy on a team.
Hmm. Yeah, it seems like their forward prospects are pretty decent right now. Like Evangelista Martin. I also forgot Svechkov. He's younger. They're on the come up. We
Kings,
got Colum. Oh, sorry, LA. I looked to the wrong team.
tough one here. I think it's a tough one. I There's so many options still, right? Like any of these picks could go any way. I think Preston, Bjork, Belchitz. I think Chase Reed is a good option.
Hmm.
When I'm looking, I think I kind of like their defense right now. I think they need more scoring. They really don't have much in the way of depth or super good scoring talent. For me, I mean, LA's always kind of been a team that likes to take size. Do you think they would want to put Belchitz on the same team as a guy like Quentin Byfield?
Yeah, I was looking at either. I was kind of him and hawing between Belchetz and Bjork here. I think Bjork obviously has more of that offensive skill, but like you said, LA, I could kind of see them too, like, especially with Kopitar leaving. Like he's a big center left wing, so I could see them also kind of trying to replace him. Not saying Belchetz is going to be Kopitar by any means,
Hmm.
but I think just because I've watched him for so long, I think even if he doesn't project to be the player that he turns out to be, I think he can be a good third, fourth line guy that could just go out there and hit.
Yeah,
Um, but I think that this team, they are looking for that kind of more so skilled guy. I think they got a lot of size. I think they go Bjork.
yeah, I agree completely. I think he'd be a nice injection of talent there, just a little bit more of an offensive touch.
Hmm.
What are you thinking for Columbus here? Is this where we get your guy off the board?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect fit for Belchet, especially with the prospects that they've taken over the last couple of years. Like Columbus has one of the more loaded prospect pools. I think Belchet's kind of rounds this out. He's just kind of that big power forward. Hopefully his skill turns out, and yeah, I like that there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a good touch there forward core. They like their bigger guys, Marchenko, Voronkov, guys like that. So I think he just kind of fits their mold.
Agreed.
We get to Seattle here. This is a tough one. I mean, obvious guys here are Chase Reed or Mathis Preston. I'd say are probably the two next guys we got to get off the board talent wise.
Yeah, I
I
was
kind of
gonna
like
say.
Preston's fit here. I won't lie. I'm not huge on Preston, but I do think he deserves to be in that top 10. Um, and I think he would fit that Seattle kind of players. They get these guys that can play both ways, and he's a good, talented offensive player too. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I like him here. I was thinking possibly Daxon Rudolph potentially, a good right-handed defenseman that they can slot in there. They got Montour and Larson on that right side, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somebody right now off the top of my head in their prospect pool, but I don't feel like they got an electric number one right-handed defenseman. But I also do like that Preston pick as well. I feel like that could definitely see them going there, and I feel like he deserves the nod.
Yeah, let's go Preston this time. Who do we got? New Jersey Devils.
This one's tough because New Jersey's in that boat where they're good every year. They should be a top team, but they just get bit by the injury bug. I could see them going Chase Reed here, especially if Simon Nemec doesn't turn out to be that number one defenseman that they thought he was gonna become.
Yep.
Uh, I could also see them going Ryan Rubrick, but I'm not. I'd like to hear your.
Yeah, I like Ryan Rubrick a lot, but it is tough. He is kind of falling down the boards. No one's really sure where he's going to go. I do think he could be a talented, like, power forward, two-way forward kind of player in the league. So another guy I wanted to point out was actually Adam Nemec, brother
Mhm.
of Simone. So, I mean, that might be a little rich for him, but I also think Adam Novotny could get a shout here. I think he looked pretty good in the World Juniors. Uh,
Mhm.
I know that they like their international players as well, but I'm pretty cool with whatever here, whatever you're kind of thinking. I think they got lots of good options here.
Yeah, I like Rubric here. I just think just with the team that they have built, they got a lot of just finesse skill guys. I think Rubric can come in play that power forward role, so I don't mind him there. And he's got that high skill upside as well.
Anaheim Ducks. I
This
think
one's
this might be the Chase Reed spot for me. But it's so they got so many good defenseman prospects though.
but they are looking to ship. Like I was kind of thinking the exact same thing, but the defensive prospects they already have, they are looking to ship out, like somebody like a Mintyukov or a Lemieux or
Hmm.
even a Zellweger. So I could feel them wanting to restart fresh with a new guy that can kind of give him another 2 years to develop and maybe become better. But and then yeah, to ship those other guys out for potential picks
Yeah,
or players.
I do quite like Marcus Nordmark too. I think him
Hmm.
and Novotny are kind of the two best forwards for me right now.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, if you're thinking, what are you thinking? Are you thinking a defenseman here? It's so tough. I mean, Anaheim's one of those teams that so has so much
It,
talent everywhere, right? So it's like you're taking I mean, are you taking an upside swing here? Are you taking a guy that can play right away? I don't know.
mhm.
You can't go wrong here, I don't think so.
Yeah, especially somebody like Anaheim. They're kind of in that boat with Columbus, and I see them coming up next year, San Jose. They've kind of gotten everything over the last few years. You kind of just take the best player available, I feel like.
Yeah. Chase Reed. Hey,
I don't know. Do you like Novotny?
I do like Novotny quite a bit, but
I do too.
I'm trying to think who would
I
fit. I think Novotny might be the right pick.
I like him.
I think add some winger talent there. Um, yeah, I think that's a good pick for him there.
Oh shoot, my mock
San
draft board.
Jose.
No,
I
this is
mean,
where I see them taking somebody like Daxon Rudolph and really rounding out that right-handed side of their defensive core to play alongside somebody like a Sam Dickinson.
yeah, him or
Um,
Chase Reed can't go wrong here.
no, you can't go wrong.
Um,
I just feel like in situ in Chi- yeah, I feel like Reed's gonna end up going next to Chicago just because he's a left-handed defenseman, right?
he's a righty as well.
Chase Reed is.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, then I could see him slotting in here. I could just see San Jose taking the best right-handed defenseman here, and then Chicago taking the best left-handed defenseman.
that's fair. Let me just make sure he's right-handed. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double check. Yes, you were right. Yeah, I would take Chase Reed here as San Jose.
Okay, I agree with that. I think he is the best defenseman available as well. So
Hmm.
Chicago's tough.
Yeah,
I mean, they took a forward
there's a
earlier.
player you highlighted over your mouse, like Xavier Villanueva. I feel
Yeah,
like is somebody
yeah,
that we haven't talked about who's um he's really shot up the draft rankings the last little bit. He's looked great in the queue, but I don't really trust the queue players too much these days.
hmm
Um,
yeah. I mean, he's a super small defenseman, so it is one of those things where it's like you gotta. It's risky, right? But every time they let one of these small D men fall later in the draft, they always end up really good. Like the Hudson, whatever, all these other guys, and it's just I think that does make sense because Dax Rudolph is a righty, right? So
mhm.
and they already took Malhotra. I could see them rounding out a defenseman here and taking Xavier here.
I could see that as well, especially like the last few years they've taken. Like obviously, beside Levchinov in 2024, they've kind of taken a lot of forwards. Like you got Bedard and Moore in that 23 draft. West and Spellacy or whatever at the end of the 20 whatever draft, or maybe it wasn't Spellacy, whoever it was at the end of the 25 draft there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could see him going Rudolph.
Yeah, I like that. I also like the Swedish defenseman Hawkinson as well. I'm not seeing him right
Hmm.
now, and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time looking for him, but I do like him as
We
well.
also we also haven't given enough love to Marcus Nordmark. Speaking of
Hmm.
Swedish players,
Yeah,
feel like he could get slotted in somewhere, but
for
I
sure.
guess that depends on the team.
What do we got? This is the last pick here, hey?
Yeah, last pick,
Wow.
the Washington Capitals.
I mean, this is
Damn,
tough.
I should have asked Mahoney yesterday who they were gonna take.
Yeah, you should have. I
Could have
mean,
got it sure.
for me, it's Rudolph or Nordmark. Uh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Rudolph here, especially
yeah,
the situation that the Capitals are in. I think he can slot into their team in the next couple of years, and he kind of maybe helps out the offensive prospects they got in the future, the Ryan Leonards, Miroshnichovs of the world. So
Yeah.
I like that.
So here's the draft order of the lottery. We will eventually get a whole draft in for everyone's team that was not included. But for now, this is just lottery. We don't want to go too long today. We started off with Vancouver taking Gavin McKenna, uh, Winnipeg taking Ivar Stenberg, St. Louis taking Keaton Verhoff, and then the run on centers with Malhotra and Lawrence. I mean, it's tough because this is such a weird draft where there's like a top three, and then after that, it's just like 10 guys that are really good that could go in any order.
Yeah,
So,
legit. Yeah, like I could even see players that we put in here at like through 7 through 11 that could end up in the 4 through 6 slot. So
exactly, yeah. Or even
it
Nordmark
makes
wasn't taken, I could see going in the top eight. Like,
exactly 100%. It's such a hard draft for now. So don't just take this with a grain of salt.
yeah. And then we went Carson Carls, who we both really like, Ryan Lynn, Vigio Bjork, your guy. Do you want to say anything else about your man crush there,
No, I think that's it.
or? We got Preston to Seattle, Ryan Rubrick at New Jersey there. I actually really like that. I like that you took the reins on that one. That looks really good there. Adam
I like it.
Novotny in Anaheim. Three defensemen in a row here. Chase Reed to San Jose, Xavier Villanueva to Chicago, and then Daxon Rudolph rounding it out.
Does
Uh,
that say? Oh, it's got the trades in there too, eh?
yeah. So yeah, I guess Chicago had two picks there because Florida's been struggling. I'm also seeing that that's only 15 picks, but that doesn't really make sense. Well, we did the top
Did
50
we?
picks today, so
All right, yeah.
it's all good. But yeah, that'll be our mock draft. Let us know what you think down in the comments. I also noticed no one voted on whose team was better in the last vote. So I know some people are watching. Vote, vote, vote on the thing. I know we got friends watching. They're looking at this right now, thinking, "What is this guy talking about?" Vote, like and share it, please. This isn't the end, but I'm just saying. I'm just gotta reiterate, tell everyone. But yeah, that'll be the end of the
Yeah.
draft.
Last little thing we got here is I got a blind ranking for Chase. Do you wanna take it to the reins right now? It's gonna be top 10 defensemen all time. Um, it
Yeah.
is a mix between current and all-time defensemen. There's no real curveballs out there. Like I don't have like a Denton Mateychuk in there or something
Okay.
weird.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
these
Like
are
you
all like high
kept it
end.
nice, hey?
Yeah, I kept it. These are all like they've all won a major award. I'm pretty sure of some kind. So it will be like I said before the pod. I had a hard time ordering these, looking at them. So blind
Yeah.
ranking could be tough.
Do you want me to get my notes ready and type them out, or do you got something to type them out there?
I got it here on my phone, but if you want to just keep track for yourself too, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can do that. What do we got to
All right.
start?
First defenseman, I'm going to go backwards through my list, so I'm going to go bottom up. The first guy you got is Chris Pronger.
Oh man. See, that's the issue with these blind rankings is like it
I
could be
know.
it could be in that like the 10th best to 20th best range and then it could go
Uh,
up. So I feel like you always got to set like a standard. Um I think I'm just gonna go like six. I'll
okay, I
put him at
like it.
six and just kind of go from there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right, next on the list here, you got Kale McCarr.
Oh, am I okay? Is it current or is it like when McCarr's done his career where I think he'll be?
Yeah, say because I'm just going to let you know this. He's the only active player that I have.
Okay. I am gonna put him above Pronger, I think. I think by the end of his career he's gonna be um Oh, that's so tough though, because that's a lot of expectations. But what he's shown so far, I'm gonna put him one spot above. I'm gonna put him at five.
Fair, fair. All right, next we got Mr. Bobby Orr.
I mean, you gotta slot him in at one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's
Probably.
my goat of the defenseman just because I got some bias there. But yeah, he's the most prolific scorer. He's got to go there.
I think I know who you're talking about. I would agree with the GOAT defenseman. I don't have not have on this list.
Okay, good.
Next up, Duncan Keith.
Oh shit. Sorry, Grandma, if you're watching. I'm swearing. I gotta go. It's lower than Pronger. Someone's got to go down there, right? So I'm gonna put Keith at nine.
Okay,
I know
okay.
Chicago fans that we know, so hopefully they don't they don't attack.
Next up, you got Double Dion, Mr. Dion Phaneuf.
Oh, now you've really fucked me over here. Uh, I feel like I mean Duncan Keith is better all time than Dion Phaneuf. Like I think most people agree with that. I feel like I might have done a bad thing here, but I gotta put Phaneuf at 10 and just risk it. I could have put him at 8 and justified it, and if there's someone really bad in there, then they can go to 10, but I'm just gonna put Phaneuf at 10.
That's fair. I don't think there's anybody really, really bad. I think I like that. But next up, you got Paul Coffey.
Ooh. Oh man. I mean, definitely a probably a top five guy all time. Uh I'm gonna throw him at that three spot, I think. I think that leaves me two and four open. Even if I don't believe the next guy that I put in there, I'm gonna argue it just to make it seem like I'm doing the right list. So
All right, next we got Barrett Jackman.
oh man, throwback.
Throwback.
Shit.
Nail gun back there, though.
I mean he's gonna go down the list a little bit for me. Uh I don't mind how this is going. It's not going the worst. I'm gonna put him at my eight spot here.
I like that. Next up, Eric Johnson.
Damn, you got some old guys in here. I wasn't expecting these. Oh, dude. I'm gonna put him in my seven spot.
I like
Uh,
that.
I can't have him above McCarr. I'm just
Mhm.
bummed that I have all these other guys behind him, you know? I think I
Fair, no.
underestimated Keith a little bit and but that's okay. I got my two and four spot here, so I think I am in trouble.
Well, next up, you got Ed Jovanovski. Jovo.
Well, man. Because the way you said that makes it seem like the next guy's worse.
No, I think the next guy's better,
Oh, okay.
but
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want to give anything away.
yeah, I get you. It's just, like he's going in my four, right
Fair.
in front of Kale McCarr, which is insane. And then who's my two?
Big Z.
Okay, okay. It's not the best. It's
Okay,
not good. It's
I was gonna say I think you did pretty good for like the blind ranking and everything. Obviously, if you had to move this around,
yeah,
but for it being a blind ranking, like you have to kind of go Makar. You don't want to throw Makar and Pronger like one and
yeah,
two like right up in the middle, like right off the bat. It kind of makes it tough. You know what I mean?
yeah. And there's a couple
I
guys
think
I could
this
than coffee, so I wasn't sure.
fair. No, I think this list turned out really, really good. Like I think maybe if yeah, if Keith was in front of Jovanovski and Jackman, it'd be like perfect, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll read my list now, and everyone can say how bad I did. I got Bobby Orr, Chara, Coffee, Jovanovski, McCarr, Pronger, Johnson, Jackman, Keith, and then Phaneuf. See, when I read it like that, it's not the best.
Well, it's not bad.
I think
See
I think
the
the Keith thing really messed me up.
And I think maybe I shouldn't have told you they were all major award winners because like a couple of them got like Calder's and stuff. So maybe I
Mhm.
threw you off thinking they were all Norris winners or something. Like
Yeah,
Jackman and John got what's it called? The Calder's.
yeah.
Phaneuf got a couple of them leadership awards.
Yeah, I think putting Keith at 9 was my big mess up there. Or I mean, I could add Coffee higher too. I was just thinking like Keith is like what, like top 30, top 25 defenseman all time, something like that.
Oh man, yeah, I'd probably slot him even. I'd probably throw him in my
Yeah.
top 15.
Yeah, fair. So then, I mean, yeah, putting him at 9 was just a mistake. But I thought I was like, oh, Scott Niedermayer's gonna come, or Ray Bork's
Yeah,
gonna come. I was
dude, there
waiting for
was so
those
much
guys.
Lidstrom.
Yeah, yeah, I was hoping there was a Lidstrom, but
I had to leave Lidstrom out because I knew that I was like, okay, if I give Chase Lidstrom, he's gonna put him at one right off the rip. I
yeah,
would have done the exact same thing. I think he's the easy go.
yeah, I agree.
No,
But
I
yeah,
like. I think.
yeah,
I want to give a bit of fantasy news before we wrap up the pod and everything. Let me just go back to last week because the new week just started. I had a crazy Sunday night. So I was going into the night. I ended up with 365.4 points. My opponent, he had Jordan Kyrou and Justin Falk to end the night. I thought he just had Justin Falk. Turns out he ended up having Jordan Kyrou as well. Lucky for me, Falk only put up one shot on goal, and Jordan Kyrou went dash two. I ended up taking the win, 365 to 360.
damn,
Almost screwed the pooch. I left Dustin Wolf on the bench the one night. He put up a 15-point performance against New York.
wow.
Would have secured it, but I also was going to pick up your guy, or no, sorry, JVR,
Oh yeah, yeah. He had a
but
good
I
week
ran
there, didn't he?
ads, so I couldn't.
It's so weird that JVR is still playing. Like,
Dude,
it's
it's
just like
crazy. I
he's
remember.
just a weird player to be. I don't know. He
It's so
scored over
there's like
2 million.
a yeah. Like I was thinking the other day about like that, or like kind of when we would have first started getting into hockey or whatever, like those early 2010 days. Like who is like the kind of middle pack guys, like kind of almost like you'd say the I guess Matthew Nyes is kind of starting to turn into a star, but kind of who are like those kind of guys, like those young up and coming middle six guys. It was crazy, like to see how many of them, like the Claude Giroux's back in the day when he was just like a young pup and stuff. It's insane, but
Yeah, it was a fun era of hockey back then.
yeah, I think it's getting better now. I think it's going to turn into the golden era. That's what it's getting called. So I hope it keeps turning out like that.
Yeah. Stay tuned for our next episode. I think me and Deiondre are both pretty excited about it. We got lots to talk about. We're gonna have a lot of trade talk. Finally, we haven't really talked much trade, and of course, some big trades happened a couple days before we shoot that one. So, which kind of sucks, but we'll touch on those trades and touch on what we thought was gonna happen and what we think of what did happen. So, yeah. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah. Please like, share, um, follow, comment, do everything that you can do on a Spotify video and a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Um, Stay tuned for more, and if there's any big companies watching that would like to sponsor us or anything, Fruitopia, uh,
Fruitopia, BioSteel.
we- we'll give you guys a shout out. Yeah, anyone, BioSteel, we'll give you
We're
guys the
giving
shout
free
outs.
shout. We gotta stop giving free shout outs. That's the issue.
We'll give free shout outs till we sponsor, then you'll be our only shout out.
And first guest coming in February. Not going to spoil too much, or maybe we haven't figured out who we're having as a guest yet. But either or, you're not going to know. So, but stay tuned for that. And Apple Music users, we're going to be working on that as well. Follow the Instagram. Give us a follow. DM us if you want. Say wow, you guys are super cool. Uh, yeah, that's all I got for the day. Anything else?
No, yeah, just yeah, stay tuned. We got a big guest list of potential guests, and especially after post April, and especially post playoffs. Like that's when we're definitely going to get way more dialed into the guests when there's a lot less NHL news happening and stuff, and a lot of players and stuff that we plan to bring on, and people within the sport or sort of the hockey organizations are back from their seasons and whatnot. It'll be easier for us to interview them. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully everything's been to your liking so far. Please leave us suggestions if there's anything that you think that we could do for like quizzes or stuff or quality of audio. If anything is a little bit off, please leave us suggestions on how we can improve things. And yeah, just get a clue.
Get a clue.